Starting lineups, the Golden Staters will go with Sam Williams at one of the forwards, 6'8", a rookie, Bernard King on the other side. They'll have J.B. Carroll in the middle at 7 feet. World B. Free at one of the guards along with Mike Gale. For the Lakers, it'll be Mitch Kupchak, Jamaal Wilkes, they'll be at the forwards. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Norm Nixon, Magic Johnson will round it out for Los Angeles. We are ready to go. They've got a full house here at the Oakland Alameda tonight, and the tap goes to Magic Johnson. Johnson has had a sensational week recently. 24 points, 12 rebounds, he does it all. As the Lakers under Pat Riley running and gunning, and an offensive foul called on Magic Johnson.
Well, I had a good quick move inside, trying to take advantage of the height advantage. Johnson over World Free. You take a quick look inside, the elbow comes up. Free with a pretty good job of acting. Perhaps he should be on that Hollywood ball club.
Magic averaging 22 points and 12 rebounds instead of the number I gave you, plus 10 assists this last week. Here's World B. Free. Got his name changed. There's Bernard King. Boy, what a stretch he's had. Playing sensational basketball. And a man that averages 9.8 rebounds a game has got number one tonight, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Nixon, Magic, Nixon. And the Lakers with an almost 2-0 lead, and we've got a foul call right here on Bernard King, I believe. There you see Norman Nixon. He missed the little jumper. This will be no rubber stamp victory for LA. You can believe that Golden State really wants to go after this one. They're a good young club, 13-9. Into the big man. No, sir. And we've got a foul call underneath. And the foul will be called on whom?
The second team foul. Sam Williams.
Sam Williams, the rookie. There's a surprise for you as Kareem goes to the line. This young man, Williams, out of Arizona State, filled in for Larry Smith and has done a beautiful job.
Well, Sam Williams, second-round pick as Larry Smith was a year ago, and both of those players seem to complement each other very well. Sam Smith, perhaps a better outside shooter. Of course, everyone knows about Larry Smith's ability to get the ball off the board. Williams is a pretty good runner, good offensive player. And it looked as though Eddie Rush had to search to find someone to call that foul on the last time down.
Kareem, a 72% career free throw shooter, but only 70% this year, missing on the first two. Out of bounds, off the hands of Golden State. Lakers want to get it and go right away.
Well, both teams want to run, Eddie, so I think we're going to see a very fast-paced ball game, and a lot of points will go up.
Kupchak has really helped L.A. Very aggressive player. Doesn't always score a lot of points, but he can bang the boards. The big man. Kareem and the Lakers, and under Pat Riley, they just get it and go. They do pretty much what they want to do, and they're having fun, according to those who are within the ranks of the purple and gold. Lorenzo Romar, that's World B. Free, tries to get to Joe Barry Carroll and out of bounds. Good pressure by LA's defense, and I would think that perhaps they want to get Joe Barry the ball to see if they can get him some confidence against the big man right away. We have a timeout. Los Angeles 2, Golden State nothing. We will return to Oakland right after this on the USA Network.
Your attention, please. For the protection of the players.
Back we are, early moments in Oakland, and the Los Angeles Lakers, a red-hot basketball team, and the Golden State Warriors.
Well, our statements were misconstrued a little bit. I mean, they were talking about the fact that Al had spent so much time away from home, and he said, well, I hadn't had a chance to see my son grow up, so maybe I'll stop at some point, but I don't think he's ready now. That guy's ready, though.
Well, I want to tell you he is. 4 points for the big man. Jabbar coming into the game averaging 24-7 and shooting 55% for the year. He has had a great career. 6-time MVP, that's unprecedented. Lloyd Free. Used to be, now he says, just call me World, and it's official until further notice. World be free. I guess there's a message there, I'm not quite sure. 4-2. If he can do it, well, I'll tell you, the powers of the world will gather at his doorstep to find out what the formula was. Abdul-Jabbar, back to Jamaal Wilkes. There's that strange shot, and although it looks strange, as you see, very effective.
Well, Wilkes, that's his bread and butter shot. When we talk about weapons, Wilkes is a great outside shooter, as Kareem is a tremendous hook shooter. We see King there, great baseline shooter. You've got to have a weapon, and you got to know what it is to be successful in this league.
6-4 score. Golden State trailing it. That's Jamaal Wilkes. Again, Jamaal deep in the corner. That's important to note that both these teams shooting at 52% for the year. That is incredible, but like Steve says, they get a lot of layups.
They get a lot of layups. Both teams like to run. Los Angeles, when they get their little magic show going, which is excitement in spurts, they will get 5-6 layups at a run.
Back to Lorenzo Romar. Romar from the outside putting it up. Lorenzo Romar, interesting name. Here's Magic Johnson, the trailer, Kupchak. Oh, I'll tell you what. Man has eyes in the back of his head. You got to watch him. He's got that head on a pivot. And he saw the trailer coming down, Kupchak, and he just laid it in his arms. Little wraparound drop leave, and it's 10-4, the Lakers.
Well, that was a pretty play. You have to really stay on it when Magic's around because you may hit with the ball any time.
Look at this, Steve. He's only averaging 9.7 rebounds a game. The only man with more is Kareem. He's got 9.8, and Magic's a guard. But at 6'9", you can understand why he gets a lot of boards.
Well, he has a rebouner's mentality. A lot of guards don't have that mentality where they want to go to the board and get it out. I think the value of that also is that he can take the ball on the dribble and push it up the court. If he sees the man early, he's going to pop in the ball. He can carry it a little bit longer like he did then, take it into the basket. He's got a chance for 2 from the line.
And the foul, Magic Johnson at the stripe.
Now, one of the things, Eddie, that really helps the Lakers run is the fact that the Warriors will put that ball up from the outside, and anytime they miss, they've got some pretty good rebounding position. They're going to be in a breaking situation. They get both of those, they're up 12-4.
And Golden State right now with 3 team fouls. Look at them double up on free. Back over to Lorenzo Romar, a name you're probably not very familiar with.
How
about that shot? Bernard King, the All-American from Tennessee. Lorenzo Romar, second-year man from Washington, 6'1", 180. That's Norm Nixon. He does a little of everything. In the offseason, he does a lot of charity work, but in the season, the charity starts with Los Angeles' Lakers, and he does a fine job. He overplays World Free. Free wants the ball. Romar can't give it to him. Nixon, a pretty good little defensive guard. Very underestimated, plays many, many roles at that guard position. And Lorenzo Romar just hit one. They sagged off, gave him the shot. He averaged 4-1 last year, but he can put it down.
Well, I think that's the reason that he's starting in place of the veteran Mike Gale. He is a better outside shooter and has a tendency to want to put it up a little bit more. He passed up one jumper before, came back, buried this one. You've got to take the shot when it presents itself. We'll see if the Lakers make some adjustments.
Pretty good overplay that time. Williams knocks it away. Lakers bring it in on 14, now down to 11. The big man turns on Joe Barry Carroll. Those are a pair of 7+ footers. Skyhook. Not this time. Bernard climbs the imaginary ladder. Here comes Romar on the run. Well, that Magic in his face. Bumping and banging, and there is Joe Barry Carroll. What does he do? Now, so far, the third leading scorer. He's averaging 18.5 a game.
Now, Joe Barry's much improved over what he was last year, especially at this particular point. I thought he played extremely well in the latter part of the season. The thing that he's improved on this year is passing the basketball. The defense collapses on him. He kicks it back out. We'll take a look at Kareem inside, a little finger roll. We've seen 3 fouls down there. It's been minimal contact, but they're calling the close early. I don't think that neither one of these teams are what you call physical basketball teams. Both of them finesse. They're looking to break. And so the contact on that, not enough really to whistle, but Kareem's on the line.
It's hard to say that anybody can prevent Kareem Abdul-Jabbar from getting in deep. But Joe Barry Carroll seems to allow most big men to get inside. And when he does that, he's almost giving up points. Kareem has been deep all night so far. Kupchak over the back, and what do we have? Got a foul called on Mitch Kupchak. 15-10 score of the ball game. L.A. with a lead by 5. We're at 7:22 in the period.
Well, we're talking about Joe Barry. He's had some of his very best games against the best center in basketball, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He seems to be more motivated when he's playing against the players with the name. We'll see how he does tonight.
That's Lorenzo Romar. We got a whistle. What do we have? Something called off the ball.
Oh, Blaine Reichout, a little push on Bernard King. Again, we're getting a lot of whistles early, and as I said before, these teams are not noted for being physical, so it's kind of a surprise to me that the whistle is coming on such incidental contact.
Just let it go. That's what these people want to see. There's Bernard. See him lean in right there. He leans in, tries to draw the foul. Didn't get it, but he made the 2-pointer. Great pro move there by Bernard King. 15-12, back to within 3. Nixon on the penetration, whistle and a foul. And an inordinate amount of whistles so far early in this game.
Well, they've been cheap. You'll see Romar reach in there. That time he should have moved his feet. Man, defense got him in that position right there. He tries to come across the ball, perhaps got a piece of it, but the official didn't see it that way. Nixon on the line. The Warriors have to make the transition, get back, and set up their defense very quickly, or they could be in trouble all night long.
The Warriors are spiraling a little bit, Steve. They've lost 2 in a row. They were beaten by visiting Detroit just the other night. But the big statistic in that game was the way this Golden State club was out-rebounded, 57-35.
Well,
and Al Addle's not happy about
You know, we have a statistic from the ball game earlier. Edgar Jones, who played a big role in beating the Golden State Warriors with 11 points in the last period, had 10 block shots in the first game. So it shows you if opportunity is there, as King gets that opportunity, teams and players can do well.
in that first game. Indiana 100, Detroit 96. Bernard King, incidentally, with 8. Jamaal Wilkes with 2. (19-14) score. Los Angeles free. A honeycomb that pops out. Nixon to Magic, and here they come on the run. You'll see that a lot.
That shot, more than any of by Lloyd Free, can create problems for the Warriors because that allows the Lakers to get down and get that quick opportunity. That time Magic Johnson with his own jumper, which he rarely pops from out there, and he gets it down.
21-14 now, Los Angeles. Big scores, big leads don't mean much when these two teams get together. As you get a foul, it's on Magic Johnson. Last Sunday, LA led by 19 points late in the third period. Golden State came back to within 1, only to lose later on.
You see the Lakers defense against both of the big players on the outside, King and Free, is to double up. They send Magic Johnson that time to help Jamaal Wilkes. He doesn't get there in time, and King will get to the free throw line. King has 8 points, looking at a chance to get 10. And what the Warriors want from Bernard King right now is to keep them close, keep them in the ball game until they get the rest of the people rolling. Free has only gotten 2 points, and Joe Barry Carroll only 2.
Mike Cooper is in the game for the Lakers, as Jamaal Wilkes will go out. He was the one that they say now committed that last foul. They've given him 2. Bernard King, and King is rolling right along. Bernard with 10. 21-16. Lakers with 5:52 in the period. Halftime, we'll visit with the coach of the Lakers, Pat Riley, in addition to hearing from Peter Ressy. On the block, here they come. Sam Williams, world be free. It's a plea, it's a wish. Not this time. He can jump. Kupchak. There's a man that tried to get the ball, but they say now he knocked it out of bounds.
Well, tough try by World that time. He came inside, looked like he wanted to give it up to Joe Barry Carroll. No one there in that lane, so he took it up in the air. The ball goes off Kupchak's hand. Kareem goes out of the ball game. Landsberger comes in. Kupchak will go in the middle, and this is the chance for Joe Barry Carroll to get off.
Landsberger, 6'8", 5-year man, Arizona State. Rebounding. That's his game.
Look at the matchup inside. Joe Barry Carroll being guarded by Magic Johnson. He can do that all day long.
21-18 now. Norman Nixon, he'll pull up on the dribble, set up a little housekeeping, and give it to Magic. You see, Nixon playing the off-guard position. When Magic was out, he had to go back to running the show. But he does so many things, as I said earlier. And he'll do 2 or 3 different things during the course of a game. Kupchak, he posts up, got Joe Barry Carroll. Partially blocked by Joe Barry. In, out of bounds, and back to Los Angeles.
Well, Sam Williams couldn't control that, but as you said about Norm Nixon, a very underrated guard, and probably underrated only because he's playing with Kareem, Magic Johnson, and Jamaal Wilkes. Those players get the credit.
Almost stolen away by Romar. Drive and another reject, this time by Sam Williams. He and Joe Barry are 1 and 2 on the team. And a little walk through the park or a foul call. What was it? Magic Johnson will get this one.
Well, as I said before earlier, you know, we've seen a lot of mystery calls. It looks like Joe Barry's just a little bit out of control. Right there, Magic lets him go by. Brush contact, if any. Joe Barry gets bailed out. That's the second foul on Magic Johnson. He's not happy with that. The Warriors have a chance to make it a 1-point ball game if Joe gets both of these.
Landsberger, incidentally, replacing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So they've got Landsberger and Kupchak along with Nixon, Magic Johnson, and Michael Cooper. Cooper at 6'6", and he can fly. Joe Barry on the first, misses, second, good. Well, Joe Barry Carroll and the Warriors now within 2, 21-19. Joe Barry is 72% shooter this year, and he's got 4 points tonight. Landsberger, Michael Cooper. That is Norman Nixon. On the miss, deflected, Kupchak right there where he ought to be. Mitch Kupchak, he's done a good job inside for LA. Never started before coming to the Lakers this year. All those years with Washington, he was the 6th man. He's had problems with his back. He's had other little minor problems, but he has come back strong with that big contract from Dr. Jerry Buss. Romar. King tried to get it. They wheel it back out on top, and Lorenzo off the pass by Joe Barry Carroll. There'll be a loose ball foul. Well, the team fouls now are rolling up pretty good.
As we take a look inside, Romar taking that shot from the outside. That's the one thing that Joe Barry's improved on, and that's the guy that the Lakers want to see shooting the ball from the perimeter. Lorenzo Romar, he doesn't get it down. Landsberger on the line. Eddie, tonight's game is being brought to you under the authority of the National Basketball Association. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or any other use of the pictures and description of tonight's game without the written permission of the NBA is strictly prohibited. So keep that off of your videotape.
I will. I won't even have it run. Turn it off. Turn it off at home. Joe Barry Carroll in the ball game now with Larry Smith. We gave him the name 409 because he sweeps him clean. Out of the game goes Larry Williams, or Sam Williams. Larry Williams was the guy that did Boney Maroney, right? That's a little trivia for you. 23-19, Landsberger. Glass, no, fight for, loose ball. What do you have? Loose ball foul on Landsberger?
We got Landsberger over the top. He showed that if you get him more than 5-6 feet away from the basket, he could hurt himself out there. It could be dangerous. He launches one and comes out. He comes over the top doing what he does best, which is go to the offensive board. Larry Smith between him and the ball. Easy foul to call. You could have made that call.
I've done it before. I did it today, as a matter of fact, trying to get out of the cab to get here on time.
Now, Joe Barry Carroll going out of the ball game. Al Adams takes him out, going to give him a chance to rest, try to keep him back around when Kareem's in. Ricky Brown in. Ricky Brown also a young developing center. Certainly they missed him down the stretch last year.
Both teams in the penalty now. Incidentally, on that loose ball foul, that was the one that put the Warriors at the line for the 1 plus the penalty. And on the air special, Ellen bound the ball side back. Blaine Reichel, he'll give it over to Mitch Kupchak. And here comes Magic Johnson. Michigan State University NCAA champions, bailed out after his sophomore year, and he'll call for time and go to the Los Angeles Laker huddle. All right, with 4:07 to play here in the period. The Lakers 23. Michael Cooper 6'6", Norman Nixon at 6'1". Magic on the back door. There he is. That's Michael Cooper. And I want to tell you something, folks. He may be 6'6", but he jumps like he's 7'6". He can get skybound in a hurry.
Well,
Lorenzo Romar.
One of the things they always tell you is have good relationship with the man and the basketball. That time Bernard King had his back completely turned, and that made that play possible. Free with the tough shot, and the Lakers in a running situation.
There they go. That's what they like. Look at the deep penetration, and a layup missed by Landsberger. Probably the man they didn't want to go to on that particular play. Look at the quickness of Bernard King. My goodness gracious, he came wheeling in there that time, and he's fouling away for 2.
Keep him close, and with foot speed like that, you'll see King right here just blow by Michael Cooper. Cooper trying to get around, try to get a piece of the ball. There too late. Great adjustment by King. He has a chance for 13 points if he converts this three-point play.
21.9 points per game. What a trade they made when they got Bernard King for the big kid Wayne Cooper in Utah. They gave up a dandy in King, but it was one of those deals, plus a number 2. Bernard, of course, trying to rehabilitate himself, has come back very strong. Comeback Player of the Year award last year. Kupchak knocked off the apron as he and Ricky Brown battled underneath. They reversed the ball, and that is Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson, 27-23, Los Angeles by 4 with 3:05 to play here in the period. Magic with 6 on the overlay, underneath, bang loose, shovel back into play by Michael Cooper to Norman Nixon, the little man from Duquesne, out of the Steel City. On the iron, Kupchak, he can bang him, can he? North Carolina, an Olympian. Pat Riley up off the bench. He calls a set play. They'll back it up. They don't do this very often, but they'll run the fist in their half-court offense when they get slowed down to where they cannot run and create the break as they do so well.
Well, this is when teams have their greatest success against the Lakers. If you can get them in a half-court situation, we have a full house here tonight, Eddie, and they react to that call there. Kupchak with good position. You'll watch Ricky Brown reach in here. Looks like he gets the ball. But again, we've had some incidental contact. The whistles have been blown, so they've been consistent in that tonight.
Kupchak, not a real good free throw shooter, 65% this year, career 71%. Came to the Lakers for Jimmy Jones, Brad Holland, a number 1 and a number 2. Well, that's a lot of material for one man, but they think he's worth it. He had the top field goal shooting percentage in Bullet history, 53% when he left. That's quite an accomplishment. And the disc operation in 79. Jamaal Wilkes is back in the ball game for the Lakers. Comes in at a forward. They've got Kupchak and Landsberger up front. Magic Johnson has gone out. Michael Cooper, one of the guards on World Be Free. Good move to the basket. And the kid from Brownsville in New York has shown what he learned in the playgrounds as he made a good, quick, reactionary move.
Well, Lloyd Free also shows you that a great offensive player cannot be stopped by a great defensive player. That time he had Michael Cooper out on the outside with the quick first step, made that good penetration, carried it in. He has a chance for a three-point play. Free has yet to get off the mark, but the Warriors are staying close thanks to Bernard King.
Free with 5 points for the ball game. Free last year, 24-1, was 9th best in the NBA. He missed 17 games. That's the most ever with an injury. He's back here rolling, and he loves his new name. I kind of like it myself. That's Jamaal Wilkes. Wilkes, 6'6", 8-year man, UCLA. Played on a couple of NC2A championship teams there under the great John Wooden. 31-26. Warriors within 5. Lorenzo Romar to free. Down to Smith in 4:09 with a turnaround. It's good. How about that fella? Last year averaged over 12 rebounds a game as a rookie. He was a holdout this year. He's back strong this time.
Penetration. The Warriors get deep penetration with Larry Smith on a post-up position there. Landsberger trying to come over the top, and many times we said it, anytime you get a player down in that deep, nothing good can happen. The Warriors almost get a three-point play. Smith misses.
And Landsberger with a rebound. Cooper. And now Eddie Jordan is in. We haven't seen Eddie Jordan in a long time. He doesn't play a lot there. Jordan, a 6-year man, 6'1", 170 from Rutgers. Kareem, the king, is in. Oh, that was a beautiful move, Steve. He changed his shot coming in with a big hand in his face. He went back with a hand out extended. Watch this.
Same position. Ricky Brown allows Kareem to get in deep. He comes inside. Larry Smith came over to help. He made the adjustment right there. Had a little spin on the ball, so it goes down. Ricky Brown goes out. Joe Barry Carroll comes back in.
Abdul-Jabbar with 7 points. Last year he averaged 26-2, number 4 in the league. And an MVP he is, even though last year he finished 3rd, he is tough. Highest playoff average in the game, over 30 points per game, playoff history. 34-28. Lakers, world free. Wow, he can shoot him deep. He can stand on the pier in Sausalito and fire him in from there. 34-30 now with 1:14 in the period.
Oh, you've been waiting for this game, haven't you?
Love it all. Love it all. Fog. I got through the fog. They sliced through it up here, and I can't wait to get to the ballpark.
Oh, there was a foul that should have been called, and they don't get one. Great pass from King.
Well, they moved that ball down the floor nicely that time. Near side and underneath, 2 cross-court passes, and very well done. Eddie Jordan changes
Tough
up on
shot
it.
for Eddie.
And the man that Kareem called the thief of Baghdad for his defensive ability has got 2 points. 36-32, his first 2 of the ball game.
Eddie Jordan and Mike Gale have something in common. Both very quick hands. They had a good play going that time, but Gale couldn't handle it.
There's world free. There's a quick move. He can jump for 6'3", can he? And he threw the ball away. Jordan, they've got a 4-on-3 in the lane. Wilkes. And the Lakers, when they put the game in gear and put the pedal to the metal, they are awesome. Joe Barry Carroll, who's back in the game.
16 seconds left in the period. 70 points we've seen scored between these teams already, Eddie. Offensive explosion.
Joe Barry Carroll, the big man. He is 7 feet. Kareem is 7'2". Carroll at 7 feet. That's air special. It's as good as a pass, but it's blocked on the attempt by Larry Smith. So Jabbar, who is among the leaders in the NBA in block shots, number 2, comes up with a block to end the period. NBA doubleheader on the USA Cable Network, and you saw a good one in Game 1. Indiana 100 and Detroit 96, and we've got one going right now. The Lakers after 138, the Warriors 32. LA trying to make their winning streak 6. Golden State trying to break a 2-game losing streak as Mike Gale is into the guard. They've got Larry Smith over the top. On the come around, Purvis short, who just came in the game. Joe Barry back to Purvis. Purvis, a former number 1. Play a little catch. There it is, back into the hole. Carroll with a jump hook. Tip. And Larry Smith doesn't come up with it. Boy, he's an awesome offensive rebounder.
Well, even though that play didn't work, Eddie, that's a great play between Short and Carroll because that makes the defense collapse, allows Joe Barry Carroll enough time to get set. The center's going to relax after he sees the ball go back outside.
Our own Hubie Brown, who does the color on the East Coast game, said he thought Golden State was perhaps the best young team in the league. There's a fine talent on this club. Landsberger, hey, he did a nice change-up to get the ball in there. He sliced through the crowd, slalomed it up and in. 40-32.
Slalom. What is that?
Well, I don't know, but I tell you what, the big guy was up there. It's a little curling in here and there. That's a skiing term. You guys up in Portland know about that. Michael Cooper on the miss. And on the rebound, Larry Smith, 4:09. Knocked away by Michael Cooper and out of bounds. And they say that it deflected off the hands of Bernard King. And King says, you made a good call. I couldn't hang on.
Well, off of King. King was going to have a tough time handling that anyway. I don't know if that was a good decision by Larry Smith. Try to look for a guard in that situation. Let him find King, who runs very well on the wing.
40-34, the Lakers. Jamaal Wilkes, the veteran, to Landsberger. Arizona State. And a follow jam for the big man, the King, as he goes high above the crowd. Number 2 all-time NBA scorer. Surpassed Oscar Robertson a couple weeks back. And now in quest of the other big man, Wilt Chamberlain. What a race. Will Kareem hang on long enough? Well, a lot of people seem to think that he's still at the peak of his game. Physically, he maintains himself, good shape, and a reach-over foul by Abdul-Jabbar.
Well, it's going to take 2.5 seasons at 25 points a game in order for Kareem to surpass Wilt. You know, you think about Wilt's numbers, they're just awesome. 31,000 plus some change. A lot of points. Good move down and deep by Joe Barry Carroll, and that shows that Joe Barry can be as physical and as tough as anybody when he wants it.
Joe Barry Carroll now with 7 points. They were fronting him, and Kareem was behind him. Looked for the guard give and go, or the weak side give and go. And coming all the way around, the second option of the play, Jordan and the miss. Landsberger, strong offensive rebounding, and fouled on the way up. There's the strength of Mark Landsberger. And quite frankly, Steve, I didn't expect to see Landsberger playing as many minutes this early in the game.
Well, last year at this time, Larry Smith was in much better condition because he hadn't held out. And you see he's not quite as quick to the ball as he normally is. That time he was a little late. Landsberger, a strong rebounder, got that when Smith just saved it by whacking the ball out of his hands. He inbounds the ball to Eddie Jordan.
Deep to the big fella. And his call for a foul. Foul. Everybody thought there might have been a travel, including me. And Kareem said, thank you for the call, Ed Rush, as they try and free up the lane with the new rules this year.
Well, there was the contact as Lloyd Free came in to try to give some help. That's when Kareem made the hesitation as he was being held across the arm. They'll take the ball out.
Side front on the inbound, both teams with one team foul. Jordan against Mike Gale, the veteran from Elizabeth City. Kareem on the delay with the overhand tomahawk jam. And we've got a 44-36 LA lead.
Well, we've seen both teams get good penetration that time. Nice drive by Eddie Jordan to create that play.
Whirl free, back to an open man, Purvis short. There's that rainbow jumper. Short's got a good shot for a fella 6'7", 210, 4 years from Jackson State. 16.1 points per game, playing with new confidence. They play him guard or forward.
Short, a tremendous streak shooter, and he'll wind up with that jumper from the outside, and he can hit 15, 16 points in a period.
Foul, Eddie Jordan. Short with an uncontested rebound on the outlet to Gale, and Jordan on the foul. For the Lakers, that'll be their second here in the second period.
Well, as I said before, Eddie Jordan, very quick hand. He tried to use his hand speed to try to steal the ball. Doesn't get it. Magic Johnson in the ball game. Mark Landsberger goes out. Jordan will stay in the guard slot.
9:17 to play here in the first half. LA has now started
with great position.
LA has now started the same lineup the last 24 games. All 24 games this year. And Joe Barry on the way up lost the ball out of bounds.
Well,
turnover.
Perhaps it was that good position got him a little bit too excited, Eddie. Big fella's been able to get good position, and he's gonna, he got a jump ball.
And Rush again, the out on top official, and a good block, and Rush right on top of the call.
You see Kareem right there, and they call a jump ball. Kareem scored the basket. The Lakers should control the tap, so the Warriors should be in a defensive posture, try to gamble perhaps to steal the ball.
Talked to Eddie Rush prior to the game, and he said, you know, what do you think of the way the game is being played this year? He said, I've been around a long time, and I've never seen it played better. That was from the official, Ed Rush,
well,
Magic Johnson.
Speaking of better, I've never seen Magic pop better from the outside. He's got 8 points so far. 6 of them come from the perimeter.
8 points for Magic. That's Purvis. He's a shooter. Exactly what we were talking about before. Good range for a fella 6'7". Never had much of an inside game. Jamaal Wilkes will lay it in and counter at the other end. High fives at midcourt from Cooper and Magic Johnson. They light the house up here.
Oh, boy, you're going to be a fan tonight. Short down on the baseline.
Mike Gale. Got to capture all the excitement here in the NBA. Between the legs, Joe Barry. He worked a complete figure 8 that time. And Purvis will try and go on Jamaal. A little bit of an advantage on the matchup. Magic Johnson with yet another rebound. Look at him bring it out of there. And World B3 snuck in. One-on-one. He's tough. That little man is tough. 6'3", Guilford College. He is good. 48-42, LA. Penetrate, Kareem. Backhand finger roll. No. Oh, we got some showtime tonight. Up they come. Mike Gale.
Finesse. Both of these teams want to get up and down the court very quickly. The Lakers a little bit better controlling the tempo of the game. The Warriors can be unpredictable, and they can score a lot of points in a period. Good steal by Eddie Jordan.
He's the thief of Baghdad. Kareem's talking to him now. 3-on-1. Jamaal. Foul by Michael Gale. Not a bad defensive player.
Eddie Jordan's a great defensive player. He makes a great steal down at this end, looks the other way, gives to Jamaal Wilkes. Wilkes tries to carry it in. Gale trying to come across, distract him, gets him across the arm, so he has a pair. But the Warriors were slow in transition that time. Even though that steal was made out in front, they didn't have any help from Mike Gale.
question. Eddie Jordan didn't play a lot early this season. Seems to be playing more and more. Why wouldn't he play?
Well, I think it's styles. I think whenever you're having a running team and you want to create a faster tempo, you want somebody in that's going to be able to steal the ball, create some turnovers for you, and that's what Eddie Jordan does. When Paul Westhead was coaching, they were playing a lot more setup basketball, and Paul Westhead did not utilize his bench as much as Pat Riley has so far.
14 points for Wilkes. Under Pat Riley, he's averaging 20 points a game and shooting 50%. He's now over 10,000 points in his career.
Is that an answer?
I like the answer. You do it all. Jones,
they shoot it away.
Kareem with his steal. Turnovers have hurt Golden State so far here tonight. Nixon comes out of that area in the crouch, as you saw.
Pressure has bothered Golden State all year long. They lost a big lead to the Portland Trailblazers early in the season, being up 16, lost it in the final period because of pressure. We'll see Magic Johnson down and deep, good position again, and they've been able to do that all night long. Purvis Short gets whistled for the foul. Johnson on the line.
Magic getting a chance to shoot. He leads the NBA in assists and is number 2 in steals. Purvis Short goes out. Bernard King comes back. At the line, Irvin Magic Johnson. How did he get that name? High school tournament, Lansing, Michigan. He was incredible. Put on quite a show, and that was the night they gave him his name. Magic Johnson had 36 points, 18 rebounds, and 16 assists. And I guess you'd have to say that's a magical performance at the high school level. 51-42. At any level. Lorenzo Romar.
The Warriors want to stay close right now. They are 9 points away. Joe Barry Carroll had great position, moved inside, but again, lost control of the basketball.
Look at this Laker team run. And they do an outstanding job of balancing up and filling the lanes. Now 3-on-2 going the other way. Free, no. Banging the offensive boards. King, yes! Bernard King. 30 points the last time out. Nixon. And again, if you caught that closely, you saw Nixon turn the body into the defender to protect the ball on the way up. Good reactions by the Lakers. It's 53-44 and a timeout call. Lakers with the lead. We'll pause now for this message from our local systems. We're watching Thursday night NBA. But I want to tell you something. He is happy playing the way they're playing right now, as this Laker team has won 16 and lost 2 since November 11th. Pretty good record.
Yeah, he's got good deep position. That time, Kareem gets whistled for the foul. He can't believe it.
Kareem thought he had himself a good block, and now Kupchak will come into the game.
Good position by Joe Barry Carroll. A little bit of incidental contact across the arm. The only thing I can say about that incidental contact, which I've been speaking of since the first whistle, is the fact that the officials have been consistent in calling it all night long, so the players are going to have to make an adjustment. Kareem has 2 fouls. That's the 3rd team foul. Joe Barry Carroll knocks down the first free throw.
Joe Barry Carroll. Not bad, 72%. This is second year. Purdue, number 1 pick in the country in 1980. Robert Parrish, of course, going to Boston, plus the number 3 to get the number 1 pick right here. 53-46. Lakers with the lead. Lots of good field goal percentage shooting so far in the game. 60% for the home team in this period. Kupchak short. Follow-up tap on the offensive rebound. Tapped it right into the hands of Sam Williams, who's back in. 6'8" jumping jack from Arizona State, who loves to block shots. Bernard King. He shoots 62% from the floor for the year, and they aren't all layups. He is something. Cooper. Before he ran with the ball, he had to throw it wildly over to Wilkes, and attempting to save before it went out of bounds was Lorenzo Romar, but he didn't have to give it all to that because it was off the hand of the Lakers.
Off the Lakers, and Romar makes a tremendous slide right there into the Laker bench. He gets the ball, walks it up the court very slowly. The Warriors have a chance now to get within 2 points if they can. What is that? 3 points if they can score in this possession.
Good deep possession by Carroll, and again, he's getting inside deep as Kupchak has replaced Kareem. Kareem over on the Laker bench. They don't want to take any chances on foul trouble with the big guy. He's got 2.
Well, Kupchak turns that shoulder in, and that's where the whistle called right there. Joe Barry trying to force that jump hook up, gets it up and down.
Kupchak with 2 fouls now. Here's Joe Barry, played at Purdue. Averaged over 9 rebounds a game last year. A lot of people say that maybe a little bit tentative defensively. How do you read it, Steve?
Well, I don't think he's tentative at all. I just think that people read his expressions incorrectly. He's not a very expressive player. He's still learning, and much is made of the fact that sometimes he doesn't run as hard, but then I don't know a lot of big guys that run real hard up and down the court and always seem to be playing at 100%.
Nixon, they double him up. You can double up on the ball on the strong side. Can't do it on the weak side. Whistle foul call out in that right forecourt.
Well, again, the positioning is what is creating the fouls. Norm Nixon with good, deep position. Romar with both hands on him, trying to keep him out. That's hand checking.
Both teams with 4 fouls. We're at 5:22 here in the period. Jamaal on Bernard King. Pretty good matchup size-wise. Oh, my goodness, you talk about a tough shot. He was right in his face.
Told you about a weapon. That's what you know about it. He's got that good outside shot. Comes up with the 16th point of the ball game.
He is red hot. 55-48. Lakers by 7. World be free. Played on by Norman Nixon. Gets him fairly deep. It'll reach in and a foul. And a foul called on little Norm Nixon against World be free. Nixon 6'2", free 6'3".
They call that foul on Jamaal Wilkes on the help out, Eddie. Nixon had both of his hands up in the air. Free got good penetration trying to come across. Reach in. The Warriors have been hurting on the free throw line all year long. They had a chance to creep a little bit closer. They've missed their last 3.
Jim Brewer, you don't hear a lot from him. Journeyman, been around. He replaces Jamaal Wilkes. Big, strong guy. They'll put him on Bernard King, and he'll try and throw a noose around his neck. Slow him down a little bit. 55-49. Kareem will now come back to the scoring table. When he gets an opportunity, he'll be back in. World free with 12 points in the game. Here's Magic Johnson out of guard. Norm Nixon, Michael Cooper in the ball game along with Kupchak. Nixon, nice rolling left hand running hook that time. Beautiful, beautiful move by Norman Nixon. Very underrated player, I feel.
Well, you know, we keep saying underrated, but he's a great player in his own right. It's just that the other players in Los Angeles get a lot of the press. Johnson, Wilkes, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, perhaps rightfully so. There's not enough ink down there. King with a great drive.
And the whistle underneath. Reichelt calling the foul that time. Kareem will come in, and out will come Kupchak. There you see the big man. 13 years, playing like a youth, like a young colt is Kupchak. He'll go to the sidelines, take a breather. So far, no problems over the last couple of years with that back for Kupchak. Now you look at the back of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Bernard King. Here's the average, and the man that has been averaging 28 points per game over the last 8.
Well, the way he's rolling right now, Eddie, I see no reason that he'll not get that 28-point average that he's got. He's got 20 points right now. We got 4 minutes, 23 seconds left here in this first half.
Peter Vesey, Pat Riley, halftime tonight on our USA Cable game, the second game of our Thursday night doubleheader. Indiana 100, Detroit 96 in game 1. And we've got a pretty good one here in game 2. Abdul. Bang for it. World be free off the deflection. Outlet goes to the midcourt. King knocked away by Nixon and out of bounds. And they'll slow it down and enable the defense for the Lakers to come down and set up. 57-50. In case we forget, happy holidays to each and every one of you. We'll be with you right here on USA. Moving around, Joe Barry, no foul, no travel call. On the miss, here comes Nixon. He's got a 2-on-1 on the flyaway. Trailer, he'll take it down the lane, and he's got 2. 59-50, 3:52 to play. Lakers by 9, and they've got it cooking now. Lorenzo, Cooper tries to overplay and force him to the right hand. He goes to the left and around over the top. Free on the slice, comes down the lane. Underneath they go. Nice play, Sam Williams, and he really bodied in that time on Magic Johnson. 59-52, 3.5 to play here in the period. Magic Johnson, no sir. Rebound, Joe Barry Carroll. Carroll. Out ahead to Lorenzo Romar. The 180 and the reverse dribble. And a foul finally called on Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson trying to get out of the way that time so he wouldn't get called for the foul. Picks up number 3.
You know what they say about that cookie jar. Magic reached in. They closed it down on him that time. He gets whistled for the foul. I think that's his 3rd foul. They have 5 team fouls. They'll be in the penalty now. Romar on the line.
Lorenzo Romar. What do we want to know about him? Washington, 7th round draft choice.
We want to know if he can make free throws.
Well, evidently not. Here's the left hand. He was really a great player in the summer league this summer. Very much improved. 59-53, 3:16 to play here in the half. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar off the hook. Brewer. Nixon. Brewer. And that man Brewer doesn't get a chance to shoot too often. And now the steal. Michael Cooper. 61-53. And the Lakers will slow it down, hold up the fist play. There they go to their half-court offense. Kareem on the back door, the give and go, and the foul called against Sam Williams. And we have a timeout call. So a timeout. 2:40 to play. The Lakers 6. I want to see you jump over the net. That's all I want to see. Here we got Lloyd free over Norm Nixon. He can get up in the air. He's got the springs built in those legs. 62-55 to score the ball game. Lakers with the lead, Nixon with the ball. Kareem comes across the lane, they give it to him. He wants it, he gets it, he's got a jam. Oh boy, when they get it that deep to him, forget it.
Well, matter of inches, Joe Barry Carroll trying to get around very quickly to deflect the ball, didn't get there in time. That left Kareem wide open, he took it over the top. They're up by 9.
He's got 14 points here tonight. He had 33 on Sunday. Only 4 times in his career has he been held to under 10 points in a game. He's something. And on the attempt that time, Romar just threw it up to try and draw the foul with Cooper draped all over him, and he gets the foul.
Well, that was a good play by Romar. Goes to the baseline, looks like he wants to give it inside, a little head fake. That gets Cooper up in the air, and then he just puts it up. As he hears a whistle, we'll see if he gets both of these free throws. So the Warriors have been on the line a lot. They have not really taken advantage of it here in the period. They've gotten the clock stopped. They've had a chance to kill the Laker momentum, but they haven't gotten anything there. They're shooting about 50% from the line.
Lorenzo misses a deuce. He's got 4 for the game. 64-56. He's missed 2 free throws here so far tonight. Nixon with the ball. Magic on the pick that time by Brewer. They interchange, and now they call for the pick again. Brewer on the move that time. Nixon deep in the hole to Kareem. Little fadeaway. And the big man, he is cooking. He is red hot. Los Angeles hot. Out of the West, Pacific Division. San Antonio leads the Midwest. Boston over Philly in the Atlantic, and Milwaukee 9 in a row leading the Central Division race. There's some great basketball being played in the NBA. World free. No, sir. Kareem saves, and he gets it inbound to Johnson. He gets it away to Norman Nixon. Brings it up on the crawl, tries to draw the backup foul. Can't get it, 66-56. Brewer solo, and they found him open. And can they find the open man?
Well, you know why they're shooting such a high percentage. They're getting all those layups. A great pass that time from Cooper as he spotted the open man. Brewer made a smart play by keeping the ball up in the air and just took it up and down.
They needed by 12. Joe Hassett, the three-point shooter for the Golden Staters, trying to get in the ball game. Kareem with a rebound. Baseball it ahead to Johnson. Nixon back to Johnson. They fill the lanes. They've got 2 more. They are running tonight. High fives. Eddie Jordan will come in. Kevin McKenna will come in.
We'll see if halftime conversations have any effect upon the Golden State Warriors and see if they get back on the defensive end and improve their shot selection.
Lloyd Free at one of the guards, World Free that is, along with Lorenzo Romar. They come right back with 2. So Free now with 16 points. They'll have Sam Williams at one of the forwards. Williams in that first half with 2 points. They'll have Joe Barry Carroll in the middle. He was a big man. Here's Kareem deep, and he's fouled by Joe Barry Carroll. And the other forward, Bernard King, as Steve mentioned, with 20 points. So on the foul, the Lakers on the other side with 25 rebounds at halftime. Golden State with 16. But L.A., 57% from the floor, and the Warriors 55. Some pretty good shooting.
Well, both teams have been able to shoot the ball well, and one of the reasons for the high percentages is shot selection. Both have been able to get out and run. The Lakers getting much more layup on their fast break situation, and also getting good position down and deep. Bernard King has shot the ball extremely well and kept the Warrior percentage up.
Well, taking advantage of turnovers is always very, very important. 10 turnovers by Golden State resulted in 8 Los Angeles points, whereas the Lakers turned it over 4 times. It resulted in 2 points for Golden State. So that's pretty much part of the story, at least anyway, is World Free played by Norm Nixon. They give it down to Joe Barry. One-on-one on the big guy. Open it up. Nice little jump hook by Joe Barry Carroll. 74-60, 14-point LA lead. Doesn't mean a thing. Remember I told you they were down by 19 Sunday and came back to within 1 of LA. Kareem to Nixon. They rotate the guard line back to Kupchak and down with a shot clock to Chan, and an offensive foul on Los Angeles.
They get an offensive foul on Kareem as he threw the ball out, trying to reestablish position, just had that elbow out too far. Eddie Rush makes the call, so they get the 3rd foul on Kareem 10 minutes, 50 seconds ago here in the 3rd period.
74-60 to score the basketball game. Bernard King on the turnaround. Oh, he's something. His brother, of course, Albert King, playing for the New Jersey Nets. One of several brother combinations playing in the National Basketball Association. Get out and see your favorite NBA team. Kareem not expecting the pass from Nixon. Goes back door to Jamaal. They open it up with Kareem flashing out on top, but we have a whistle and a foul call underneath, a pushing foul.
Well, we constantly talk about fundamentals. That was a very fundamental play as we look at one of the greats, Bill Russell right there, enjoying the game. Kupchak trying to get the rebound.
Kareem with a miss, tries to fall and go back with another one. That last foul on Bernard, he's got 2. Jamaal Wilkes. Jamaal Wilkes, they call him Silk. He just goes out and does his job. Never changes his expression. Not too emotional, but very, very effective. 76-62 by 14. Pat Riley's up off the Laker bench. His new assistant, Bill Burtka, who came over from the Utah Stars and the Utah Jazz. The Utah Stars, the old ABA. Jones, you know a lot about those guys.
Work it out, Eddie. We'll get one of those teams right. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. 3 with the three-pointer.
Kareem with a rebound. Didn't have to go high to get that one. The big man in the first half had 6 rebounds. Here's Norman with that tattoo rat-tat-tat dribble. And Kupchak as he rolls around the front of the rim and down. 78-62. Big lead now. 16 points in a timeout called by Al Adler. Doing a job as Riley has now taken his club in 12 games to a 10-2 record. Trying to stretch it again. 9.5 to play here in the third. World be free. Bumps on Nixon. They give him double team help. Magic comes over. King shovels it into the middle to Joe Barry. Up he goes and a foul by Kareem. And that's 4. Jabbar is hot at the call by Blaine Reichel. Head rush underneath. Did not make the call. Reichel got a better look.
Is this call animated? If we can watch Kareem's reaction right there, you'll see right there he doesn't believe, but he clearly reached in, got him across the arm. That's going to hurt the Lakers. Jim Brewer's going to come in the basketball game. Now, one of the things, Eddie, that the Golden State Warriors must do in their half-court situation is move the ball, move the personnel a little bit quicker. They are just a little bit too slow, hanging on to the ball, a little bit too stagnant and moving. If they hit real quick, they can get easy hoops on the Lakers.
There's Jim Brewer. He was up in Portland. He's been over in Detroit. He was down in Cleveland. He's been around, and one of the things they say they need here in Los Angeles is a backup center. Steve, any more news of what they may do to get a backup for Kareem?
Well, some conversations about Bob McAdoo, but Bob McAdoo's name has come up in several situations. Ideally, you would like to have a player who can give you a lift, and I think that's why a lot of teams talk about a McAdoo, but Jim Brewer is the type of player that will not hurt you in a backup role. He knows exactly what he can do. He'll play within his limitations. Kupchak goes in the middle. Brewer will play out on the wing.
Nixon, Jamaal, Kupchak. Turn jump hook for the big man from North Carolina. Wilkes trying to screen away, but very smartly Bernard King knew that Wilkes was there, so he turned and wheeled the ball off the body. There's a couple of heady players going one-on-one. 78-63. Bernard on Wilkes. Double up by Nixon. Back out to World Be Free. Iron. Bang loose. Free. Jumping jack time. In and out of congestion. Give it a Hassett. He's the long bomb threat.
Well, they bring Joe Hassett in because he can nail the outside shot, and they have been sending 2 and 3 people at Free and King. This time he doesn't get it, and the Lakers get a break, and they make good defensive adjustment that time. Free breaking it up.
As they go from Kupchak to Nixon and trying to get it underneath the Magic Johnson. Knocked away and out of bounds by Free. 20 seconds coming in on the shot clock.
You and Pete Bessie must be on the same wavelength. You know, you're working this guy, Bob McAdoo, pretty good. They got him going to L.A.
All right.
Tough shot by Wilkes that time.
Very tough. Magic reaching over the back of Joe Hassett that time. Remember, Magic Johnson is 6'9". Hassett, 6'4". He played at Providence. Backdoor rubbed off a pick as Hassett banged around and saved by Kupchak. Air special to Magic, and they've got a little mano de mano, a little hand on hand there as they go with Bernard and Magic Johnson.
Do it again. Do it again, Eddie.
I can't.
Just watch the replay and give me that same call.
I might goof it if I try.
Johnson has a rebounder mentality, and that's most important if you're going to be a good rebounder. You've got to go after the ball. Johnson trying to get it that time. They get into a jump ball situation. Warriors control, but almost don't control.
Free from Hassett. 6'3" Free. In on Nixon. Blocked by Brewer, but a foul call. Brewer played at Minnesota under Bill Fitch at that time, who was recruited up there with several good athletes.
Well, this is it as you'll see Free come down. He loves to dance like this. Come inside, hang, put the hand out. Didn't get called for the foul that time. He was lucky. He'll be at the free throw line. Warriors must begin to chip away, and they've got to do it at the free throw line. They've been getting a lot of situations where they're getting 2 free throws, coming away as 1 or none.
With moves like that, he should be on that TV show Dance Fever. Get out there and do a little of that boogieing. moving around. Riley over there, urging his coaches on. You see him upper right on the screen. 17 for Free. Marking one more. 18. Hassett back with King, covering Nixon and Wilkes the other end. Now Free comes back, and he'll play up on Nixon. Brewer matched up on Larry Smith. Mr. Mean was what they used to call him in college. And there's Magic mismatching underneath on Hassett. Turn around, cross court, tries to go to the weak side, and throws it away and out of bounds. Good idea. Nobody there.
Now, with Kareem out of the ball game, they should try to work inside to Joe Barry Carroll, make the defense collapse, then come back outside. We see him go down and deep to Larry Smith. Good move.
This is a key time for Golden State. They must try and take advantage of Los Angeles without Kareem in the middle. See if they can get the ball in deep as they did the last time and cut that lead down. Smith has 5.
And they've also got the Lakers in a half-court situation where they're running their offense, and this is the kind of game that the Lakers do not respond well in. Warriors in a break.
3-on-2. Free. Tough shot. Got it! Down to 9. Here they come. 78-69. LA with a timeout. You can feel it. That man is in the building. Momentum.
A very difficult shot in that last breaking situation. They want to keep the pressure on. We'll see how they adjust to that timeout.
Jim Brewer at 6'9". He'll play the big position in the middle. They have Larry Smith on him, and Joe Barry Carroll now will come in, and he'll play on Kupchak. So they've got Kupchak in the middle and Brewer out of the wing. And then what I said moments ago, Jamaal Wilkes, played by Bernard King. 2 fine small forwards. Nixon, played on by World Be Free. Kupchak, he's using his position deep. Little turnaround, no. Rebound by Michael, check that, Larry Smith. Here's Free. Back to Smith. Deep! Down to 7. It's a ball game now. We told you before, don't run away. Despite the fact that the Lakers had as many as a 16-point lead, the Warriors are one of those teams that can run in streaks, and they are back in it here. They double them up. Ball on the strong side. They can do that. Here's Magic. Weak side. Now it's become strong. Jamaal trying to fight. Draw foul, lean in. That's a big shot right there. Back to 9.
That's a tough shot. They needed that hoop right there, and it was a difficult one to get down. We got a score here. We're talking about high numbers, Eddie. 138 for the Denver Nuggets, 103 for the visiting Atlanta Hawks.
I'm surprised that Doug Moe never gets dizzy watching that team. 80-71. If I were the coach in that team, I'd need the oxygen.
Let me have it down in deep. That's what Larry Smith said. And that time he doesn't get it, but he gets a loose ball.
9-pointer here. Hassett, 3-pointer. Looks for the home run. He's 0 for 3.
Not tonight. Joe needs to start him a little bit closer, work out to that range.
Here's Magic. Throws up the corner, and he is foul committed by Magic Johnson. And it'll be Bernard King doing a good job.
2 key players with 4 personal fouls. Bernard King clearly there. Magic Johnson trying to come across. He says no, Bernard King. But Eddie Rush says, yes, you got him. 9-point advantage. Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar now on the bench. Pat Riley a little bit concerned.
Golden State here in the third, 63%. The Lakers 53%. Rebounds. Lakers 40-27 at this juncture. 80-71. Lakers. Hassett, they double him up. Can't go anywhere. And he steps out of bounds. Offensive foul.
They gave it right back. He got himself down and deep. You see him double him up right here. He's trying to find someone to pass the ball to. Pushes off with the right arm right in front of Blaine Reichhouse. Lakers get a break. They get the ball back and a chance to score.
Kareem back in the ball game. Magic Johnson and his 10 assist per game average is out. Here's Larry Smith. World Be Free. That's a plea. Not this time. Follow-up tap. No. Smith. Yes, Joe Carroll. Joe Barry. Up ahead. Knocked away by Bernard. Kareem. He had a one-on-one. They doubled him up quickly. Offensive foul.
The big fella is really going to react on this. He thought he had the good position. That's 5 fouls. As a matter of fact, he took that one much calmer than he did the other one. See him down in deep. King right there. Well, he got the shoulder into him, but I only think the shoulder was there because he's so much taller than Bernard King. He gets his 5th foul. He'll sit down now. Kupchak back in the ball game. Pat Riley telling his ball club, come on, let's go. All 13,000 plus here on their feet, rooting the Warriors back in the ball game.
7-point lead. Smith.
Ooh, Brewer almost with the steal. That could hurt him.
Bernard Joe! No, offensive basket interference. Take it away. That is a gutsy call that time. Now they're going to call a loose ball foul.
Loose ball foul. Tough shot by King here. I thought that was going to go. Larry King over the top. Clearly, almost the automatic call right there. He came over the back of Michael Cooper. Great play, but all for naught.
Larry Smith on the foul. That is his first.
Now look how tentative the Lakers are in this half-court situation. Good play inside that time, though. Nixon waved him around. Jim Brewer finding himself underneath the basket, just caught it, went up. Good hoop.
9-point ball game. 4:44 to play in it. And the third period. Here's Hassett. Underneath they go. Bernard. That's World Be Free. They challenge him. Shoot it from there, Free.
Allie had that shot the first time, hesitated, and got some defensive pressure and missed it.
Cooper. Jamaal. They're standing the challenge now. They've opened it back up to an 11-point. 4:10 to play here in the third. 84-73 was down to 7, and now back to 11. Hassett. King, he's done a good job at both ends, and he comes back with another 2-pointer. Bernard King. King with a total of 24 points in the ball game. He has been good.
24 points. I think the thing that the Warriors must realize is Kareem is not in the game. Try to work in their half-court situation through J.B. Carroll.
Nixon. I would think the Lakers would try and prevent King with his 62% field goal percentage from shooting. Free, 2 more. And it's right back down to 7 again.
Good breaking situation that time. Got the ball in the middle. They found Free out on the outside. Good hoop for the Warriors as they had the Lakers shooting the ball from the perimeter.
3:33 to play in the third. Brewer and Wilkes. King. Wilkes has been hot. Way short. And out of there with it is Free. Up ahead on the fly to Hassett. Drop lead. Smith. Baby, that was nice.
Well, Joe Hassett, knowing that Larry Smith was behind him and knowing he was going to have a time, brings the crowd to his feet.
To do now, you get a chance to do it. That creative latitude.
Landsberger in the ball game up front along with Jim Brewer. So now they don't have a lot of offensive punch up front. This is the time for the Warriors to really put some pressure on.
I got to tell you what, Mitch Kupchak is working hard underneath. I mean, he is really battling those boards.
A little bit of a push off there. They get good position. Larry Smith deflects the ball back out. Kupchak right there. They get the foul. Kupchak will shoot a couple of free throws, but look at the lineup, Eddie, and we'll set it for you. Landsberger and Brewer up front along with Kupchak. Now, that's not a lineup that you'd even back away from. Cooper out there. Norm Nixon really the only steady offensive threat for the for the Lakers. Now the Warriors have all three of their big people in. Joe Barry Carroll in the middle, Lloyd World Free outside, and Bernard King at the forward position. Larry Smith is beginning to play a whole lot better, and they got Herbert Shorthand who shoots the ball well from the outside.
Kupchak and the Lakers 85-79 by 6. I'm going to make a statement. A lot of people may say I'm goofy, but I'll tell you what, I think that Bernard King is a very underrated defensive player. I think he has played some outstanding games against some of the best.
Well, they had good position that time for Joe Barry Carroll. He thought he was going to get his stuff. Didn't. Deflected the ball in thanks to Mr. Kupchak.
85-81. 4-point game with 2:27 in the third. Steal by Joe Barry. They got a 2-on-1 to fly away. King!
Oh, tough shot by King.
And a chance to cut it to 1. Bernard King. They love him here in the Bay Area.
Well, as I said before, the thing about Bernard King is that he runs the floor and he works so hard every night. Gets the ball here. Jim Brewer seeing the angle, not going to give him the shot. Bumps him real good. King just carries it strong to the basket, goes down to the floor real hard. Got a chance for a 3-point play. Good deflected play down there by Lloyd Free to get it started.
22nd time, is that what they're taking here?
Well, I'd take all the time in the world if I were he. He went down pretty good that time. Al is certainly concerned. Dick D'Oliva out there. They want to make sure that one of their star players is okay. They not only want to have him for the rest of this ball game, but they like to have him for the rest of the 82-game schedule.
That was an official 22nd timeout, so they get what they have remaining in the way of timeouts and eliminate the good tactical ploy that most of the teams use, and that is the 22nd timeout. Lakers still have their remaining timeouts plus the 20 seconds here in the ball game. Bernard King, it's a 1-point game. It's 85-84. Remember, the Lakers one time led by 16. Watch the matchup. King will play on who?
Magic Johnson back in the ball game. You see Pat Riley making some adjustments during that 20-second break.
And that's what a lot of good coaches will do also. Nixon, oh, that'll break the ice. Boy, that was a chiller right there. Well,
Nixon had 12 at the intermission. That's his first 2 here in the third period. Now, we've seen teams get close before. It's important that the Warriors keep the pressure on They get an offensive foul from Lloyd Free this time. Put that arm out. You take a look at Free. Good penetration there as he comes inside. I don't know. That looked pretty close that time. Looked like he was just going up, but he doesn't get a break.
I have to question that one. You don't do that very often. These guys make mistakes just like everybody else. Talking about the officials, that time I think that the Lakers caught a break.
Nixon, same position before. There's the push off. He misses the shot. They don't call it, and he comes up with a loose ball inside. Now a whistle.
And a foul by Joe Barry Carroll. Well, we've had a couple of misses, and that's going to happen. Here's Pat Riley.
You see the ball come up right there, tipped back out. Norm Nixon runs inside, and that's why you always have to try to find your man, stay between him and the basket. Not always possible. Kupchak at the line, a chance to put the Lakers up by 5 if he gets both of these.
Okay, let's keep track now. Joe Barry Carroll with 4 fouls. Kupchak at the line, makes the first, 88-84 by 4. Ricky Brown comes in. Joe Barry Carroll goes out. Ricky Brown, the big kid, 6'10", 235, second-year man, Mississippi State.
Well, certainly the advantage that they had in the middle is lost. Ricky Brown, a good offensive player, but not quite the force of Joe Barry Carroll. We'll see if they continue to go inside or they work exclusively with Free, Short, and King.
Maybe the same pattern as the game Sunday in which the Lakers won. Big lead, down to 1, and then the Lakers took control and won the game going away. King, and on the come-around that time, he's fouled. Maybe Magic again. Magic Johnson with his mitts full.
No, this is going to be on Mark Landsberger, I believe. King is really hurting out there. You see him grimacing right there. We'll see Jim Brewer with ice on his knee, and certainly that's not a good situation for him. He was just getting a chance to get some playing time, get himself back into playing condition. So the Warriors pick up another foul, third foul on Mark Landsberger. 1:21 here in the third period remaining.
Landsberger with 3, Kupchak with 2. Kareem on the bench, he's got 5. Magic in the ball game. He's loaded up on fouls. Joe Barry Carroll with 4 fouls. We're late in the third, and we're moving along in a good one. 89-84, Los Angeles.
Ricky Brown says he wants some of it.
How about that? Ricky Brown.
Been sitting long enough.
There's Norman Nixon. They set it up, go to the half-court game. Ricky Brown with his first 2 points of the ball game. Brown, part of a package of people they got here last year. Some good draft choices. Golden State coming back. Good young talent.
Good position defense that time by Lloyd Free. No whistle. Nixon comes back to bury the shot. So Nixon's gotten contact a couple of times and gotten away with it. Picks up 4 quick points.
16, 91-86 score. Free, good if it goes, and it does. And he'll go to the line. Wow, you talk about a tough shot.
Well, that's the only kind he likes to make as we look at the world, and he is free on this one, right up in the face. The elbow is right out there, and Norm Nixon's chin sticks him with that. That's for that hoop down at the other end. The free throw's the ice cream.
He got grilled cheese that time down there. 91-89, back to within 2. Free on Nixon. Cooper matched up by Bernard King. Ricky Brown and Landsberger. Check that turnaround. Larry Smith on Landsberger. Kupchak played by Ricky Brown. Nixon off the iron. Bang. Who's got it? Out of there with it, Irvin Magic Johnson. 6'9". He says slow it down.
Well, they gave Nixon an opportunity there. He was underneath the basket. Couldn't control it when he caught it deep. Came back out with a quick shot. Let's see if we come right back to him. He's had 2 hoops in a row.
They're going to work for the final shot here in the third period. Now they start to make their thrust into the attacking zone. Kupchak up. There's your back pick. Had to switch up on it. On the pick and roll. There it is, and they cannot convert. Wow.
Opportunity there. Jamaal Wilkes back in the ball game for the Lakers, so they're getting some better scoring balance in the ball game. Nixon, Johnson, and Wilkes will carry the scoring load as we see Kupchak unload from the outside.
So the Brown foul hurt, and now the Lakers by 4, 93-89. They took advantage.
Lakers just had 19 points in that third period. Warriors had 33. That really got them back in the ball game. We'll see if they can keep their foot to the pedal.
Purvis short. Oh, that guy can shoot. Talk about rainbows. Purvis short. 6'7", 210, 4 years. Started 20 of the last 21 last year, and he had a 45-point game. You know he can fill it up. Jamal, no, short.
Tough shot by Jamal, but Purvis Short was kind of off balance, trying to control a rebound, knocked it out of bounds, so Lakers get it back. Lakers have gotten the better of the breaks. Ricky Brown goes out of the ball game, and that's a surprise. A small team in now. Sam Williams goes in the middle. Lakers certainly have an advantage with Kupchak against Sam Williams, even though Williams is a great leaper.
They want to get the running game going. They got Williams in the middle. On the weak side, they come up and they go to Jamaal Wilkes. They spin Cooper around and over the top and the right. Double up on the ball. Cooper played by Hassett. Flash Johnson to the middle. Shot clock to 5. To 4. Running down. Jamal. No. Cup check. Loose ball foul. He got caught. He had his hand all the way up to the elbow in the cookie jar that time.
Well, that hurt him. They had good defense by the Warriors that time. Pat Riley certainly concerned about its half-court offense. It has broken down, and you notice the difference that the centers make. With Kareem out of the ball game, the Lakers in their half-court situation certainly are not the same threat.
Well, that's what we talked about. Golden State having to take advantage while Kareem was out of there, and they have. Hassett trying to get it away, and a kick ball by Michael Cooper. Golden State coming in, averaging 114.7. The Lakers 114.3. Golden State giving up 110.9. Los Angeles 109.3. Home run. In and out. That ball was up on the top of the wall that time, and Sam Williams gets it. Well, Joe Hassett came in an eye shadow of putting one out of here. 93-93. They have tied it, and we have got ourselves a new one.
Well, Pat Riley really concerned about this ball game. He's got Kareem up with 9 minutes, 30-some seconds to go, getting ready to check in. Looked like a jump ball situation down in deep, but Ed Rush doesn't see it that way.
The big man, Abdul-Jabbar. He's back in it.
Well, now Al Adams has to make an adjustment. He cannot go with Sam Williams and Larry Smith and Bernard King up front. Kareem will have a field day against this group. Landsberger missing that first opportunity. You're going to see Ricky Brown or Joe Barry Carroll get back in the ball game very quickly.
Landsberger's not exactly Calvin Murphy at the line. Calvin, incidentally, leads the NBA in free throw shooting percentages.
You know, you've never been known for going out on a limb, huh?
Yeah. In fact, Freddie Brown is up there this week at 97%.
And look at Sam Williams has an advantage, but doesn't realize he could drive past Kareem from out there on the perimeter.
Bernard to Purvis. Watch it, here it comes. He fires a tracer and it won't work. Sam Williams back to Purvis short. Bernard King trying to post up, and he's got Wilkes down on the low box. Cross court, weak side. There's Hassett with 14 on the clock, and he's now 0 for 5. And Kareem with a rebound. Hassett can't get the ball to fall.
Well, the problem with Joe is everything is coming from too deep out on the floor. He's never had a chance to get any rhythm with his shooting, and that'll hurt you. Here comes Kareem inside. They're going to get a holding foul, and certainly we're going to see some adjustments now. Joe Barry Carroll back in the ball game. Lloyd Free now sitting next to head coach Al Adams. You see Kareem, good position down and deep. Larry Smith can't do anything but come over and hold to keep him from getting the ball up in the air.
Warriors with 3 team fouls, Lakers with 1 in the 4th. They become very important. Both teams with 3 timeouts remaining, and the Lakers have a 20-second timeout on top. They run it around the top as they run the stack. And Jamal off the pick by Kareem with a little brush screen, came over and around and down and got it, and he's foul going in.
Well, Joe Barry Carroll just got back in the ball game. Looks like an excellent block. But they call a foul on Joe Barry Carroll. That's his 5th. 8:42 to go in the ball game. Adams now has a decision to make. He's got to keep him in the ball game, or he's got to come back with Ricky Brown. Wilkes has a chance to break the tie. Sam Williams is going to come back in the ball game. So again, the Lakers now have the advantage, and you're sure that Pat Riley's going to take advantage of that. He's going to attack at the other end. Wilkes missed that first opportunity.
The Lakers have now missed 3 straight free throws, which would have put them 3 points ahead. Make it 4 straight. Landsberger with a rebound. Strong move. Off the glass, and they're cold.
Landsberger shoots those drifters. You know, he gets the rebound and floats out to the outside. Warriors with the breaking opportunity. Whoa!
Wow! Oh, my goodness. He looked like he was fired out of a cannon that time. 95-93. Michael Cooper, this crowd is alive. He ties it. And it's 95 all. A sellout. 13-239. And it's 4 points worth for Michael Cooper.
Well, they got to come back to King. He's the strong player out there on the floor for him right now. We get a foul on Jamaal Wilkes.
95. Norm Nixon back. World Be Free back. Purvis short goes out. Landsberger goes out.
Very quickly, this is what's called taking it to the basket real strong and in a hurry. He saw the daylight, took it over the top.
95-95. There's Bernard King on Jamal. Pull up. Got it. Boy, is he something. He is really an athlete, that fella. 31 points for Bernard King. the kid that came out of the University of Tennessee by way of Brooklyn.
They got Sam Williams fighting for the position. They're going to get a foul right there. When Kareem is coming up that high, good thing for Sam Williams to do is let him come up, have that high position. Don't want to create a team situation where his team gets him fouled. That's what they're in now. 5 team fouls.
97, 95.
4th personal foul on Sam Williams. The Lakers now shoot free throws for 7 minutes and 45 seconds.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at the line.
And anytime you're in a situation where you can kill the clock, that always breaks the momentum of the team that's driving. The Warriors certainly have been driving since Kareem got his 5th foul. They have gotten over the hill. We'll see now that the ball game is tied whether they can continue to stay on top. 97 all free with the ball.
Kareem 6 for 9 at the line. World free. Hassett. He sets up outside the offensive 3-point line. Spreads out the
tough
defense.
Shot by King.
Boy, oh boy. What a night Bernard King has had. Well, we talked about him at the outset. He's got 33 markers, and they're rolling now at 99-97. Kareem deep, too deep. That time Williams tried to get in a position to front Kareem, and he just turned and went to the hoop, and they hit him with a pass.
They got to come back with some size. They just cannot afford to go with that and expect to do well for a long period of time. 3 with the tough shot. Ricky
Brown will come back in. Al Attles heard you, Steve. And now World Free has got his team back by 2. Cooper.
That's the guy you want to shoot from out there. But Cooper now matching shot for shot. Ball game tied up again. Eddie Doucette, you're just warming up. 6:50 to go.
I got sweat rolling off my chin. I love it. 101-101. NBA basketball at its best. Hassett outside the 3-point line. World be free. He wants it. They double him up. Hassett 3-pointer. Bang! He finally hit one. And over the wall she goes. And it's now 104-101.
Well, you can see the effect that 3-pointer has on the crowd. The Warriors trying to come inside, double up on Kareem that time. The ball's up for grabs. Kareem complaining he got hammered. He did. Joe Hassett trying to knock the ball away. Got a lot of arm.
We have my Christmas present. Now I expect a good one from you, Mr. Jones.
Jamaal Wilkes shut out so far here in the 4th and final period of play. He's going to play a big part. If the Lakers going to stay close in this ball game, they're down by 3. Here's Eddie Doucette to do all of the hard work.
Ooh, 104-101. Jamaal. It's easy work when it's going like this. Ricky Brown with a big rebound. Up the World be free. Up on the dribble drive. You would have known this place, the roof might have gone off it if he hit that shot. Rebound, Lakers magic. Look at him survey the crowd. A little stop and go. He's got 2 more.
Well, that's something that they have not had much of here in the second half. A good breaking situation. Johnson surveyed the floor, took it up with a little hesitation, gives him 14 points. He didn't score in the 3rd period at all.
104-103. Golden State with 5:46 in Hassett. He's delivered 1 home run. He may go for another.
Well, they're looking for King, who's really been the big player for him. They try to lob inside. He finally got control. Got it.
In and out. Strong offensive rebound, but a traveling violation on 409. Larry Smith. 104-103 turnovers. They hurt, and you turn it around and give it to the other guy. And those are the kind of things that leave you a little bit of a window and possibly an opportunity to sneak in and take home 2.
Well, it looked like Larry Smith had great position on that. He wanted to get himself set for a strong move up. He knew Kareem was there. They said he traveled, so they take away that opportunity for him to score. They look for Kareem inside, but they go away.
Back door, nowhere to go. Foul call. 104-103 is the score of the basketball game. 5:17 to play. And Bernard King has just picked up his 3rd personal foul.
Well, that hurt him. There's no question about that. That really put them in jeopardy there. We'll see.
Magic Johnson. What about him as a free throw shooter? 79% career, 76% last year. The man has got more endorsements than most people have wishes. This guy's incredible. What he's done, age 22. World be free. Hassett. I know the folks up in Lansing, Michigan are watching this one with a lot of interest. And a banging and bumping foul on Brewer, who threw away the ice pack to come on back into the game. 105-104. Lakers by 1. Team fouls. Warriors 5 over the limit. Lakers with 3. Out of the game goes Ricky Brown. Joe B. Carroll comes back in. So the Lakers with a 2-point lead. King, Hassett, Carroll on Kareem. Turn in hook, no. Almost got his loose ball foul in his 6th, which would have eliminated him. Free can't get it. They've got it. Here comes Nixon with a 3-on-1. And a foul that time by Bernard King. How that Bernard King transitions back. He covers both ends of the floors extremely well.
Well, the Warriors feel as though they got a bad break. King looks like he gets all the ball, but also comes across the arm. Nixon keeps his hand going to the basket, so he gets a call. A good play by Norm Nixon. He took advantage of the fact that they were very aggressive at the other end as they stripped the ball from World Free. We're going to get it right yet. You know, that name change kind of throws you off.
They got it all.
But the free throws are the killer for the Golden State Warriors now. They must play good, heady basketball. They've lost the lead. We've seen momentum swinging to the Golden State Warriors. Let's see if they come back with Bernard King down in deep.
107 to 104. Golden State has lost the lead. Free. Hassett. Good shooter. Bango. 107 to 106. Oh, boy. We've got one of those seesaw jobs now. Lots of fun. They run the double. They try and get the ball to Nixon and do. He almost ran away from it. Back pick by Kareem. Look for the pick and roll. Trails in the play. Kareem with the follow. There it is. And he's got a what? Basket interference. Set it up beautifully. They had the pick and roll. Did not go that way. Nixon on the carry. Kareem on the trail. And he goaltended.
Well, the ball looked like it was going to come out. Kareem went up, tried to hold back. It's too late then. Little tap doesn't get the hoop. Free working at this end. Tough shot by the World.
Good! And he'll go to the line. Who does it any better in a situation like that than World? Be free.
Those are the only kind he makes. You're falling down, people falling all over you. Want the guy to take that shot, he buries it every time. He's got a chance for a three-point play.
You know, I visited with one of the all-time greats in football today, Y.A. Chittle, and he was a guy that threw the ball when he was laying on his back, or lying on his back, better than most guys when they were standing up with an armed guard. And Free is similar in basketball. He's got to make the almost impossible shot, and he seems to do it with regularity.
You know, for some guys, you know, they get yanked. And I mean yanked and put in the deep freeze forever. Free makes that shot, misses the easy one right there. Big points for the Warriors are up by 1.
108, 107. World be free. Kareem weak side, good pass. Look to Brewer, did not go. He'll go to the line. But how about Jabbar? Double up. He just simply turned, looked back to the weak side, and there was Brewer. And that was a great play by Abdul-Jabbar.
Well, that was a great play by Kareem to give the ball up to the open man, Joe Barry Carroll, forgetting about the fact that he had 5 fouls, didn't want to give up the layup. Fouls Jim Brewer. Brewer not noted for his ability to knock him down from the line. We'll see if he can take advantage. 3:59 to go. It's tight. And it shows.
He has had a tough time. Brewer, a 58% career free throw shooter, only 38% last year. And so far in 1981, Jim Brewer, 2 for 2 coming into the game, 1,000%. Or 100%. However you like to punch up your calculator. But he misses a pair. My. 108, 107. There's King. Jabbar.
Well, they went to the big man for him tonight. King that time just a little bit too quick on a shot off the back edge. Warriors giving up a breaking opportunity to the Lakers.
Abdul deep. They had 3 men on him. And here comes Free. Look at him run the ball in the middle on the break. Good defense transition by L.A. Taken away by Norm Nixon. Out ahead to the big man. Off the glass. Those are the kind that break your fingers. And Free goes up and hauls it down to Larry Smith. He wanted to go up with it. He was fouled before he got a chance to go skyward.
One thing we know about basketball players, they won't make very good quarterbacks. We see a couple of opportunities where the ball and players were wide open. Long passes. Kareem down at this end. The ball comes off the glass. Warriors get it back. Joe Hassett throwing a bomb. World Free making a good save. Get the ball in deep to Larry Smith. Smith trying to power his way up. He gets fouled. That's a 15th foul. 4th foul on Jim Brewer. Brewer out of the ball game. Jamaal Wilkes back in. So let's set the lineup for you real quick. Wilkes, Johnson up front with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Mike Cooper, and Norm Nixon in the backcourt. I think that's the way they're going to play it. Against King, Ricky Brown, Larry Smith in the back, Joe Hassett, and World be free in the front court.
And a 2-point lead for Golden State. 109-107 with 3:24 to play in the ball game. My goodness.
Big rebound by Ricky Brown.
Ricky Brown comes in and pulls one down. And Hassett will have it. and a chance to fatten the 2-point lead. Crowd is loving it, a sellout here at Oakland tonight.
Well, they want to play smart basketball, and they put it in the hands of Street, and they get a blocking foul. The one thing that Al Attles said when he got Floyd free was he wanted to get someone that could get him to the free throw line. World always draws a lot of attention. This time trying to sneak through the daylight right there. He gets a good foul. Missed his last opportunity there. Let's see if he gets this one.
Averaging 22 points a game. 4 fouls for Nixon now.
Free throws are a killer for Golden State.
Both teams are having problems at the line here in the second half. And Free, normally a pretty good free throw shooter. 75% career. This year, Free 73%, makes 1 of 2, and it's a 3-point Golden State lead.
Well, we look at Franklin Muley over. He's only slightly tight. Got his fingers crossed, genuflection. He wants this ball game. They haven't won since 1980. Good play by Ricky Brown.
Nice defense by Golden State. Free, Hassett on the cut through. Ricky Brown. How about it? And Golden State is flying now.
Lakers have to take a timeout.
2:44 to play in the game.
Had to set up in half-court situation, and they have not been able to get out of it. They're hot here. They're hot here, Eddie.
Oh, they're rocking. They're rocking now. They've got the hand clapping. They got the swing. And they're having a big time at the Oakland Alameda tonight.
Well, this is fun. This is fun. No matter who wins or loses this game, this crowd has been entertained tonight.
Santa's got it shaking, doesn't he?
All the way from the North Pole.
Ricky Brown, Larry Smith, and Bernard King.
Both teams in the penalty. Now the Warriors must play some good, smart defense. Blocked by Ricky Brown.
Kareem going up off balance, and Brown with a snuff. Clock continues to roll with 5. Cooper, no sir. And Golden State has it. And with 2:20 to play in the game, they have a 5-point lead. They went ahead 108-107, and they're still cooking. World Free, 114-107. The Lakers with a 5-game winning streak on the line. They've only lost twice under Pat Riley. And now World Free with 32 points in the ball game has led his club back as they lead it by 7.
Ricky Brown can't understand the call. Certainly Al Attles doesn't want him to have too much conversation with Blaine Reichelt and get the technical there. They got a 7-point advantage. Now what they want to do is keep the initiative and keep the momentum going their way. They want to use as much of the shot clock as they possibly can in each possession, but they don't want to become a stagnant team, turn the ball over. Jim Brewer coming in the ball game. Jamaal Wilkes goes out. Wilkes has not scored here in the 4th period. Wilkes had 10 points in the 1st period, 6 in the 2nd, 6 in the 3rd, for a total of 22, and has been shut out for 10 minutes of play. In and out of the ball game in the 4th and final period. Kareem gets both of those.
Number 6 scorer in the NBA. Free, incidentally, is number 8. Bernard King, number 10. So 3 of the top 10 are on this floor here tonight. 114-109. World be Free.
Free being guarded by Michael Cooper, and as I said before, what they want to do is continue to move the ball.
Now they've got Brewer on King, and Brewer overplaying Bernard. They don't want to get him the ball. Shot clock to 2, Free! And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, averaging 9.8 rebounds a game, has got one, and he goes to Norman Nixon. 114-109, 136 to play in the ball game. Lots of missed free throws in this one. They could have helped either team. Down to 10, Nixon. He's got it. Now they're coming roaring back. 114-111. LA has missed 14 free throws.
They cannot let a guy like Norm Nixon have an uncontested jumper. Yes, you want to make him shoot the ball from the outside, but have some pressure. King going to the hoop.
Clear out for King. They double him up nicely, coming around. Bernard King. He made that play happen that time. He was absolutely great. Ricky Brown. They double him up smartly. And now the Lakers on the push-off foul by Nixon will turn it over. 106. Golden State 116. The Lakers 111. And Norm Nixon with 5 fouls.
Well, there's no question that he pushes off. He makes a good penetration. Free right there. Put that left arm out to protect the ball. Free now wants the whole side, wants to use as much time as he can by himself. Coming over to look at Bernard King. Got an isolated situation on Mike Cooper. Shake and bake. Good play.
What a pass. What a pass. And the Lakers will take a time. Now we're going to get a look at a happy Warrior owner. Yeah, able to bring these games to you every Thursday night.
There's 3.
Magic, Kareem, and a foul. Deep in the paint that time, I believe it was Ricky Brown.
Well, that's the one thing they don't want to do. Yes, they want the Warriors, they want the Lakers to put the ball up from the outside. They want to try to get the rebound. They don't want to put them on the free throw line for any scoring opportunities if they can help it.
Big man with 22 points in the ball game.
Add them up here in the 4th period, Eddie. The Lakers have scored 8, 16, 18 points, now 19. They had 19 in the 3rd period.
And more of both. Cannon, the photographic consultant to the National Basketball Association.
Asher did a good job. He was such an outside threat, even though he didn't hit that many. Had to play honest, and that opened up the defense inside for...
So when the next possession comes, they can use the 24-second clock. Cooper with bomb.
An in-and-outer as Bree skipped the rock, and he gets it back. Not taking advantage of the turnover, the Lakers have to drop back and cover.
They just want to spread out and throw the ball around, use all the clock that they can. Good play by Ricky Brown, not holding on to the ball.
College basketball, 4-corner style, as they use it in the pros, and little Romar finally fouled. Steve, while we have this opportunity, that brings up an interesting point. We've seen a lot of good coaching techniques employed in the game here tonight. And many times you'll hear people say, what kind of coaching do you get in the NBA? They're so talented, give them the ball, they go out and run.
Well,
but the fact be known, there's a lot of good coaching that goes on in this league.
They get the best there is.
Amen.
Mike Gale in the ball game. World 3 comes out. Nice ovation for 3. Strong second half for him. He had 11 points in the 3rd period, 7 in the 4th for a total of 32. Romar with that first free throw puts the Warriors back up by 6 and 7.
Los Angeles, who had a tremendous streak going. They'd won 9 earlier in the season. They'd won 7 of the last 8, 16 of the 18. 6-1 in December, 8-3 on the road, and they have
not put it back up in the air again. Lakers they've got to get 7 points in 11 seconds. We'll see if the Warriors accommodate.
120 to 113. Magic to inbound from midcourt. The Lakers have a fabulous basketball team. We saw them at their best in the first half. Their 18-6 record will be slightly tarnished here tonight.
Nixon with 3.
Downtown, not this time. Kareem, baseline, the big man. And on the glass, a la UCLA with 3, with 2. Golden State to get it in. They'll hold on to it, and it'll be all over. No, one more for King.
They count it?
I don't think so. Here tonight. We'll be right back. We'll have a